Let me edit that. There you go. Alright, shalom, y'all. That's weird. Yeah, it takes a little while sometimes. Alright, but damn. Salaka. Alright, but shalom, y'all, Salaka. Salaka, hold up. Alright, but shalom. Damn, Salaka. Alright, but shalom, yo. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shemi Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there spreading the truth like wildfire. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners who look like the other nations. And shalom to the real sisters. And shalom to the real sisters out there. Alright. I decided to title this live "You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet," like the song, cause we ain't seen nothing yet, cause we really ain't seen nothing yet. This is just the beginning of sorrows. Everything that's been going on, it's just basically like the trailer, basically just the beginning, like the introduction, basically. Jacob's Trouble 101 introduction. Salake, yeah, hold up. Alright, now. Yeah, is this Jacob's Trouble, the introduction, basically, or the introduction to Jacob's Trouble, in the University of Hard Knocks. And or in the School of Hard Knocks. And I got this article that I found on the 2020 hurricane season. Oh, it's 10:44, 1:44. Kahala, Yahweh Shem Shai, which means all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai. All praises to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai for you newcomers. Hurricane. I found this article by Severe Weather EU, and it says hurricane season takes a short break, but the USA faces a new burst of activity in October as the MGO wave is coming from the west. And it was published today on the 24th. Just came across this article, and hurricane season 2020 has been very active so far, with many records broken in a short period of time. A short break has now begun, the calm before storm, right? Think of that. A short break has now begun, with the activity slowly shifting to the Caribbean sector, aided by the coming MGO wave. And the 2020 hurricane season so far, the hurricane season was quite astonishing so far and marked as hyperactive. As of September 23rd, there were 23 named storms, which is almost 3 times more than the long-term average 8.3 for this time period. 20 storms out of those 23 had the earliest formation date on record. As an example, the average date for the formation of the A storm of the season is September 24th. This means that the 2020 hurricane season is running 15 storms ahead of schedule. It's on overdrive. The image below, produced by Sam Lilo, something like that, Lilo or whatever, shows the number of storms per a specific area. We can see the activity was high in the Gulf of Mexico, extending up to the east coast of the U.S. We witnessed over 78 named storm days, which is twice the average number, 38.9. Eight hurricanes have developed so far, which is twice the amount in the long-term average period of 1981 to 2010. The only number was that was lower than long-term average are the major hurricane days. So this hurricane season has been unlike any other, basically. There's a little chart here that shows the Atlantic hurricane activity through September 23rd. Named storms 23. Average is 8.3, and that's a 277% increase. Named storm days 78.75. And average is 38.9. Like it brought out, and that is a 202% increase. Basically, it's that much more. And our hurricanes, 8 averages 4.1. That's 195% increase. Hurricane days up 112%, 18.5. It's usually 16.5. Major hurricanes, it's basically the same it's the same amount as in the average from 1981 to 2010. Even that's something. A major hurricane day is 5.0 on average, but that's the only one that's lower, 3.75, which 75%, 75% of what it usually is, basically. Not an increase, really a decrease. Hey, the last number though, that's the spirit. Accumulated cyclone energy is 105, and its average is 73, which is a 144% increase. Kahalai Hawaba Shimi Awashai. Hey, that's a sign right there. The 144K are, they're gonna be increased from they're gonna be raised from that lower state when Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai raises that standard. But the earth is gonna fight. The world is gonna fight with us against the unwise. Yahweh Ratazai. We be a part of that number. But the 2020 hurricane season has even more numbers to show. 9 storms have made landfall on the mainland U.S., which ties the record from 1916. September is also the busiest month of the season, with recorded 10 storm formations in 2020. Salakia. This broke the previous record of 8 storm formations in September, achieved in 2002, 2007, and 2010. The 2020 hurricane season has also seen 3 storms forming in a single day, which is that's pretty active. That's pretty impressive, tying the record from August 1893. And for a brief period of time, hold on. There were 5 storms active at the same time in the Atlantic. That is not a new record, but it's the only second time in the known history. Fuck, hold on. To have 5 or more storms active at the same time. The current record was set on September 11th, 1971, with 6 active storms at the same time. That's also heavy. Happened 9/11, Amos 9/11, House of David being risen back up. Most High, he works with numbers. That's another heavy sign right there. Because when Amos 9/11 happens, that this place is through officially. Salakia. The image below, okay, it shows a lot of hurricanes hitting America, Babylon. A lot of them hitting Babylon. And then a few of them hitting Europe. And some hitting Mexico. There was a couple that hit Mexico. But a lot of them, and in the Caribbean, of course, were Ephraim and Manasseh and where Ephraim and Manasseh and Benjamin are at, of course. But a lot of them are ending up in Babylon. And the energy output of a hurricane season, they look at the energy output, and the energy output is 144% up, increase. So 144% increase, because that's that energy that's out there. That's that energy that's being output. It's spiritual. That's the energy that's out there. 144K. But they're saying even now that it's not above average, even though it's 144% above normal. So, yeah, it's not very high. So, it's above average, Slovakia, but it's not very high or near record breaking, despite the high store numbers. And the strongest storm of the season, the major hurricanes have the highest energy output, is what it says. There's only 2 of them, and the strongest one of the season was a Category 4 Hurricane Laura, which was the strongest hurricane on record to make landfall in the U.S. state of Louisiana. It produced sustained wind speeds up to 24 kilometers per hour, which is 150 miles per hour. But, they're basically saying that we ain't seen none yet. Because what they're saying for October is it's usually a more quiet month this September in the hurricane season. But as we see on the storm frequency graph below from from NOAA, October usually presents a second peak of activity, both with tropical storms and also hurricanes. But the graph shows data per 100 years, so not every year follows the same pattern. An important change from September to October is the shift of activity closer to the mainland U.S. So what does that mean? More U.S. landfalls. The image below highlights the usual storm development areas in October. And with the most likely being in the Caribbean, it shows the Caribbean and the Atlantic coast, close to the Carolinas and Florida, and also the Eastern Gulf. And the source region is the Caribbean. There's still activity in the Atlantic, but shifting towards the west as the east slowly shuts down. Jacob's trouble, it was in other parts of the world where Jake was at, but now it's getting close to Babylon. Shalaki. Oh, it's actually good, man. Yeah, but now Jacob's trouble, now it's getting closer to the whore. That's what that symbolizes. So it's heavy, Starts farther away towards the east, and then gets closer. And of course, Esau Edom is pissed because he caused it to basically the connection to interrupt. Basically Esau Edom is mad. So he's showing his true colors right now. But you can't stop this until you're allowed to, devils. Yeah, and it says the MGO wave is coming, So, what they're also talking about is the second wave of this so-called Rona is coming as well. That's heavy. So you thought you saw something then, and it was fake Rona, of course. They got something more planned, This all ties in, and then also the hurricane season is going to be a second wave of the hurricane season. The MGO wave is coming. The MJO wave is coming. So what can we expect from the October 2020 hurricane season? The current trends tend to suggest a typical October pattern. The sea surface temperatures are still very warm in the Atlantic, with the Caribbean area reaching above 30 C or 86 Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius, or 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Sea surface temperatures are usually very warm at this time every year, but the anomalies reveal that they are still several degrees above normal in the broader Caribbean area. And the anomalies is basically something unusual, something that stands out. Yeah. Hey, like for example, this the wickedness in this kingdom is an anomaly. The wickedness of this devil, is an anomaly. Jake is an anomaly. Jake stands out, and Jake got the salt. Jake is the salt of the earth and light of the world. Those are examples where the word anomaly could be used, but that's like Esau is the most wicked. That's an example there. So anomaly basically means something unusual, something that stands out. Well, not the anomalies. We are peculiar people before Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So, in a way, we are an anomaly. We can see, okay, but they reveal that they're still several degrees above normal in the broader Caribbean area. We can see the colder than normal sea surface temperatures in the northern Gulf of Mexico, left behind by Hurricane Sally. Just as the ocean stage is set, we are tracking the MGO wave approaching the Atlantic from the west. Ah, fuck, hold up. I got an affliction. Oh, why be like that? Ah, fucking, that shit's hell. Oh, no, I ain't. Damn, man. Catching hell. Catching hell. Like, I've been catching hell. Alright. It is set to initiate tropical activity in the first 2 weeks of October. Hey, but what is this MGO wave? MJO wave? Unlike the polar regions or the mid-latitudes, we have no warm or cold fronts in the tropics. Here the weather consists mostly of convective weather, thunderstorms, and large-scale pressure in wind and wind variability. A lot of the tropical variability is driven by invisible wave-like features in the atmosphere. So, yeah. The largest and most dominant source of short-term tropical variability, basically it goes into inner workings, is the MGO, stand for Madden-Julian oscillation. Okay, MGO is the eastward moving disturbance wave of thunderstorms, clouds, rain, wind, and pressure. Move around the entire planet in the equator, on the equator about 30 to 60 days. Okay, so basically, it leads to increased storms and rainfall on one side and reduced storms and dry weather on the other side. So, it's heading towards the east, towards the Atlantic. Yeah. That on the top of the air is diverging from the wet phase and converging, moving together over the dry phase. The horizontal movement of air is referred to as velocity potential in the tropics. Okay, so it's so basically, at the front, towards the front, that shit is wet. No, actually, hold up, because it's gonna be a short break, right? And we're gonna get to the wet part. Okay, Con. Okay, Con. E. Okay, shows a dry area. Basically, okay, Con. So basically, during the first 2 weeks of October, the activity is gonna go up. Looks like especially the first week, but first few weeks, it's gonna get busy out here. That's what it's showing. We have to take a break. Hold up. Okay. Gotta go take care of some. Oh, Shalom Akia Yahba Shimi Al Shai Barakatah. Hey, but what I was saying was that I had to deal with the little scoffer on here last night. A little devil, a little 12-year-old devil. Yeah. And he the type to call you the N-word on Xbox Live. That type of devil. You know, that's all right. He gonna get his in the kingdom. Yeah, but yeah, Esau loves Esau loves trolling Jake, especially the men of Yahba Shem Shai. That's Esau is the original troll. But hey, this devil, he gonna get his in slavery. How he's my slave. Him and his whole family. I'm gonna put hell on him. You know, get to work, Red Boy. That's how I'm gonna be like. Remember me? Remember me? I'm a Habamat. I'm the one. I'm the brother you was. I'm not your brother, but I'm the brother you was trolling. We thought you was doing some shit, talking shit on my life. Now go get back to work. I'll fuck him up in the kingdom. Yahweh get him as a slave. Shalom Akia, Zebulon warrior. Yahba Shimi Al Shai Barakatah. And I was talking about the scoffer that was on my live last night. Little 12-year-old devil. Team Xbox kind of shit is that? Hey, it's all good though. It's a part of the journey. And he gonna get his in the kingdom. But, hey man. This whole live, it's about, basically, we ain't seen nothing yet. This place, ain't seen nothing yet. I was going into how hurricane season has already been busy as fuck. And we ain't seen nothing yet. It's gonna take a little break. And then it's gonna revamp. It's gonna basically be second shift. And it's gonna be closer to the US. So more likelihood of hurricanes hitting the US. Really Florida. Florida is at high risk. More tempests for the U.S. Yahweh Shem Yahushai visiting this place, and he ain't even close to being done with this place. You know, he got plenty of work to do, but he gonna make short work of it. Hey man, Salak Rayam to all these scoffers. Shalak Rayam. Yeah. Should all put curses on them. We should post the curses on here, and we should actually put curses on those scoffers. Because they deserve it, man. You offending the little ones. I didn't get banned on Twitter. I just don't be on there like that no more. Yeah. Yeah, I don't be on that Twitter no more. It's too much bug outs. Oh, yeah, and that was a nigga with the garment on, scoffing you. Well, that they feign themselves just men. Yeah, Twitter is full of bug outs, man. I was getting vexed. Just scrolling down my timeline, and I already have afflictions and shit I gotta deal with. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. Israelite Twitter is bug out central. It really is. Yeah, Khan, man. Khan. Talking out their ass. Amos 8:11 needs to hit. Needs to hit. I'm actually in the book of Amos. I'm actually in the book of Amos. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, not a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Khan. That's it. That is the spirit. I was actually looking in. Yeah, man, that is the spirit. That is the spirit. Verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall wander. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and shall not find it. Khan. You know, they gonna try to find the prophets, but they shall not find it. Verse 13. In that day shall the fair virgins and the young men faint for thirst. They're gonna faint for thirst for this fountain of living water. I actually was trying to pull up Amos 9:11. I was getting on. Actually, I don't know how I got to Amos, to be honest with you, but yeah, that's the spirit. That's the spirit. Really. Oh, when I was reading the article on the hurricane season, I was actually, I think that's why I turned to Amos, because it was something about the hurricane season that ain't been that way since September 11, 1971. I think so. I think that was why. I may have just opened it in that area, or I think so, because Amos 9:11, House of David. Oh yeah, Trump. That's that devil. He's the one. He's the chosen one to bring in the New World Order. That's Donald Trump. You know, I'm convinced. That's Nero. Come back. That's him come back. And then when that happens, the standard's gonna be raised. Because guess who he's gonna blame? It's gonna cause chaos, and he's gonna blame who? The Israelites. So that's when that standard, Isaiah 59 verse 19, is gonna be raised. And Andrew Jackson, I believe so too. Because he acts like him. He acts like that devil. And he acts like both of those devils. And he admires Andrew Jackson. You know, he admires him. He has a love affair with him. But, hey, that's all right. Isaiah 59 verse 19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai from the west. You know, where these devils have their base of power, basically. And his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shall lift up a standard against them. Khan, man, yeah, Khan. The way Andrew Jackson wants to get rid of Gadites, he got the same spirit, just like he does to the Issacharites and Levi. You know, Khan. Andrew Jackson was that devil back then. And he's that same devil. He has that same spirit on him. He has that same spirit on him. You know, all these, you know what also? All these all these diet woke half truthers, they're all like into Trump and shit. Oh, he's gonna fight the deep state. What was Andrew Jackson famous for? Oh, besides being hating Jake and murdering our people, he was also famous for coming against those Amalekites as well. So I mean that also should tell you something too. I mean he may be the man. I wouldn't be surprised. Verse 20, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So, unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, meaning the 1/3, the elect. You 2/3 are just gonna be left out there for Esau to do what he wants with y'all. Con, Andrew Jackson was against the banks and Trump is against those banker elites. You know what? And that's the curses hitting Esau. The evil eye. Esau has the evil eye for his Amalekite brothers, and vice versa. Hey, Andrew Jackson kind of was like that, you know. He had that evil eye towards Amalek, and then he got taken out because back then, you know, it was not time for Esau to go down. But now, you know, it's time. Now it's time. It's go time. So yeah, they got the same spirit for sure. You know, they got the same spirit. Him and Nero too. Nero was proud as fuck. Yeah, it wasn't the time yet. That's why AJ, Andrew Jackson, is why he got taken out. Now he back. No, I believe that's him too. He back in his back in his lot. I wouldn't be surprised, Doc. Hey, he admires Andrew Jackson. He has like a unusual admiration for that devil, which, you know, it makes sense that he's him. Oh, when Levi overthrew the French, it wasn't their time yet fully to be in rulership, because Judah and the other tribes have to do the same thing. Actually, Judah gonna lead the charge. Judah is the king tribe. You know, and then Yahushai, he's the lion of the tribe of Judah. And he gotta do it. He's the one that's gonna save us from this devil. But yeah, Judah, the truth came to Judah first. And Judah is also gonna be roused up first. I mean, it tells you that Genesis 49. Let me get it. Genesis 49 verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Yeah, Levites are the priests. You know, and Moses and Aaron, you know, they was Levi. Moses and Aaron was Levi, and then what? We got the law, statutes, and commandments, and where we could see them basically. How Yahweh Shem Yahushai had them written down for us. And then Yahushai, you know, well, Judah is the king, so Yahushai, he's from the house of David. The house of David is from Judah. And Yahushai is coming back. You know, he's from the house of David, and he's our king. He's coming back to restore the kingdom to Yasharallah. You know, and Yahushai is going to be the King of Kings And also David is gonna be our king, the king of Yasharallah. Who's the tribe of Dan? Oh, the apostles and elders, they have actually broken that down. Khan, Fisher, Churn, Hunter, Amos 9:11. Khan. That's for these 2/3. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. You know, all the way down to 29, Khan. Because they rejected knowledge. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's right. And that's why Jacob's trouble is coming to these 2/3. Oh, the tribe of Dan, though, is been assimilated into the other tribes. Because you know how? No, they basically, like, they've been absorbed into the other tribes. Because otherwise, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua would have mentioned them when he talked about the 144. But it's 12 tribes, 12K out of each tribe, and that makes up 144. It wouldn't make up 144 if it was 13 tribes. So, 12, that's the vibration right there. Because, yeah, that's the vibration, 12. The apostles actually, and the elders actually wrote that, actually came out with it. They've been broke that down. Revelation chapter 7. Yup. The tribe of Judah. List the tribe of Judah first. Notice that. The tribe of Reuben after. 12,000. The tribe of Gad received sealed 12,000. Verse 6. And of the tribe of Asher were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Naphtali were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph were sealed 12,000. And of the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000. If you look, the tribe of Joseph, that's the tribe of Ephraim. Because Ephraim received that inheritance from Jacob, from Israel. He received that blessing before Manasseh, and that's why Manasseh is listed separately. But yeah, it's Judah 1, Reuben second one, Gad the third one, for the Ezekiel 37, that's about Yasharallah, the two houses, the house of Joseph and the house of Judah coming back together. Waking up. That's a precept to the two witnesses prophecy in Revelation chapter 11. That's just a precept to that. It just goes more into detail. So that's 12K out of 12 tribes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ezekiel 37 is about that. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's happening, actually. It's in the process of happening. Ezekiel is happening in this life. Khan, that's a spirit. Zebulon warrior, he's Northern Kingdom. Well, Zebulon warrior, you think you could be Southern Kingdom, right? And then you're Judah, Fisher, Turn, Hunter, Amos 9:11. That, Zebulon, that's Northern Kingdom, and you're Judah, so Southern Kingdom coming together with Northern Kingdom. Waking up and getting that flesh understanding put on them. And then the spirit put on them the spirit of life. And before that was the bones coming together. Which is the tribes coming together, recognizing that they're the same people. And matter of fact, I'm going to go to that script. I'm going to go to that chapter. Oh yeah, your dad lineage go back to slavery in Arkansas. Khan, you're Judah. I seen your lives, man. You're on Periscope. You're Judah. You could be Southern Kingdom. You could be. You sound Northern Kingdom, but you could be Southern Kingdom. There's, it's not the 12 tribes chart, it's a general guide of who is probably who. That's what it is. It's not, an exact determinator. It's a general guide. Yeah, some Northern Kingdom, you think you're Northern Kingdom because you're so-called Latino. You could go back to Judah, or even Native American. There was Judah that, was escaped and lived among Gad and Reuben. So even for them, and then vice versa, you have a lot of so-called black people, which look Judah, right? Could be a Northern Kingdom, could be Gad, for example. It's a guesstimate, it's a rough estimate. But we all Yasharala, and that's what's important. Yeah. Hey, just like the Table of Nations chart, Oh, your mom is Northern Kingdom. Hey. Mine is too. Mine is Asher. Oh, she looks Judah, but she acts what, like Gad? Oh, Khan. Yeah, so you got some. They look Gad. They could be Gad, or they could be. Northern Kingdom look like each other. Oh, she Reuben, a Seminole Indian. Khan. Hey, the Seminoles. They included a lot of Judah in their ranks, but a lot of they intermixed, and also Ephraim is as a cake unturned. So you have some dark Northern Kingdom as well. Yeah, that's why Esau invaded Florida, cause Reuben was helping out Judah. Yeah, so-called mix, right, according to this world. But yeah, they took wives of Judah, of Gad, of Issachar, and Manasseh, and vice versa. Yeah. Hey, there's a lot of Israelite foreigners that are actually Gad, too. And Reuben. He was just watching a video of Reuben before you joined this live. Hey, that's the spirit. Reuben was Reuben is that strength of Jacob, his firstborn. Genesis 49 verse 3. Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity and the excellency of power, which is why they were like, fuck Esau. Verse 4, unstable as water, thou shalt not excel, because thou wentest up to my father's bed, that thou then defiled to thy father's bed, Salakia, then defiled it, basically. He defiled his father's bed. He went up to his couch. That goes into, so basically, that goes into him sleeping with Jacob's concubines. But he's unstable, Reuben is unstable. That's why they call the Seminoles. But also Reuben, they got that, that's why they're like that, They're not submissive to Esau like that. They fought hard with Seminole Wars. Hey, Andrew Jackson, he was invading Florida, fighting against Reuben. Which, hey man, I believe that too, that Trump is Andrew Jackson. The Seminole War, Reuben wanted all the smoke. Esau, they didn't want to be slaves of Esau. Yeah, Reuben didn't sign no treaties. They was like, fuck them. Fuck your treaties, devils. That's how they was like. And Gad was the ones who signed them, yo. Hey, Gad was mainly like the warrior tribe. Reuben was also, I guess you could call it pride or something like that. But like pride in your nationality. Basically like unstable water. There you go. That just sums it up right there. Apostle Rakah, he that got that warrior spirit. Reuben that had that warrior spirit, but also they strong-minded. They strong-willed as well, I should say. Yeah, and that's where Apostle Rakah, GMS Push On. That's his channel name. That's Reuben. I believe so too. I believe so too. Hey, see, a lot of Reuben look like Judah then. That's according to Hosea 7 verse 8. Ephraim, he had mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned. Right there. Yeah. I don't know. Hey, Chief Gabar, he may be. I don't know. Chief Gabar got that warrior spirit on him too. He may be Simeon like he says, or maybe we'll find out in the kingdom, but there's certain traits that you have that kind of show your tribe. Yeah, your mom looks like a normal so-called light-skinned black woman, or you believe Gabar is actually Simeon. It could be. He says he is. Yeah, he says he is. Yeah, me, Israelite foreigner that looks Northern Kingdom, but looks like a light-skinned Northern Kingdom, but I'm Southern Kingdom. That's but again, all that matters is that where the tribes are coming together. That's Ezekiel 37. That's a miracle in itself. Them bones coming together. Them dry bones coming together. That's a miracle. Oh Khan. Oh Khan, he got that Judah. Kinda got that Judah spirit. He may be. Yeah, that's Ezekiel 37. I actually, was looking for it and then I opened up on there. Yeah, Most High don't give heathens this knowledge, so I gotta be a Jake. And based off of where my lineage come from, based on what I know, where it come from Ireland and Southern Kingdom ruled Ireland, so Southern Kingdom. Khan, Jude 1 verse 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this, how Yahweh Shem Shai, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterwards destroyed them that believed not. Khan, that's the 2/3. Proverbs 1 verse 29. Yeah, you posted that already, yeah. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's the 2/3 that shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Which is in Proverbs. Proverbs 21 maybe. Yeah. Proverbs 21 verse 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. That's the 2/3. Then they're spiritually dead. They're also gonna be physically dead. And that's where Jacob's trouble comes in. It's basically like it's cleansing our nation of the 2/3. And it's actually a mercy killing for them because they're just through out here. You have a new game on a new trend on TikTok where Jakes and Eves are dancing to this song that really glorifies abortion, and they throw in a baby. Jake is just through. The whole head is sick. That's why this needs to happen, And I was starting to play a live. It's like a trailer of that movie Geostorm that came out a way back. That's coming to this place. They put it in their movies, what they gonna do. But let me get that. The whole head is sick. The whole head is sick. That's why 2/3 have to go. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 5 starts there. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. From the sole of the foot even unto the head there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. and that's symbolic of how basically that shows you that Lazarus in the parable of Lazarus was talking about Yasharallah. Oh, Khan, his way of prophesying, that's right. On the left hand side. Verse 7. Your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire. Your land strangers devoured in your presence. And it is desolate, as overthrown by strangers. And even today you look in the hood and it's desolate. It's the valley of the shadow of death. The hoods and the barrios, that's what it is. But what does Jake do? Glorify it, because we the salt. We make our people make everything cool. Verse 8. And the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard, as a lodge in a garden of cucumbers, as a besieged city. Basically destroyed. Except, and this verse 7 ultimately gonna be fulfilled in Jacob's trouble. Our hoods are gonna be the hoods and barrios, wherever Jake lives, gonna be destroyed. And verse 9, except the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai of hosts had left us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. Could have been destroyed out here, no remnant. No, if there was no elect, then Esau would just murder all of us. Verse 10, hear the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, ye rulers of Sodom. Give ear to the law of our power, ye people of Gomorrah. And that is these so-called celebrities. These sellout celebrities. That's them. And that's these false pastors, false prophets that mislead our people. Hey, these TD chocolate cakes out there, Bishop Bacon's, Pastor Pork Chops with bacon bread. That's them as well. They mislead our people. And they're in league with Esau. They have a Pastor Pork Chop. That's what they literally, that's what they do. They be eating that. Oh, they be eating bacon. Before they get there, they have that bacon breath, bacon grease on their fucking stubbles because they shave. And bacon and eggs, right? Bacon and sunny side up. Then they come to the church house, really, where yet the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai don't live. And then they lie and claim that he lives there, and preach falsehoods in what they claim to be his name. Oh, Khan, that's the spirit called Yahweh Shem Yahushai. One body, one mind, one spirit. Yeah, Elder Enoch, man, Khan, he be going in. And that's these pastors right here. Jeremiah 23, verse 1, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastor, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Therefore thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the Lord power of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock, and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai. These are wolves in sheep's clothing. That's what these pastors are. Because they're ravening wolves. They are really your enemy. Because they're in league with the enemy, Esau, Edom. And that's why they cause our people to go off. Oh, Khan. Apostle Rakal, man, Khan. He got that hardcore spirit. Elder Enoch, Chief Gabar, you know, yeah, man, that's them, that's those lives basically, they hype you up in the spirit. That's why I watch them. And they're also the news, he be going into the news. Hey, also, Elder Manatazagba, him, he be going in. He be going in on these 2/3. Hey, even that one elder from Mississippi, he was going in the other day. Oh, Reverend, oh Khan, you tried to join. Oh, Chief's live. Khan, Esau keeps fucking with Chief's live. Esau's mad. He's had enough of this truth. Esau's about ready to shut down the internet or some shit, I believe. He's ready to actually make his move. Oh, yeah, Aston is coming. That's Elder, forgot dude's name. That's an elder from Mississippi. No, the real elders of our people, the actual pastors of our people, not Reverend Rib Tips, Bishop Babyback, like you put it, Pope Prawn, and Sister Shrimp Head, because you also have Kazak. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. He be on fire as well. That's GMS Mississippi Khan. Oh, GMS Walk and Talk. That's one of the apostles. And GMS Inspiration and Motivation. Yup, Khan. Remnant Saved. That's Malcolm. He be going in. Yeah, I was looking for that wolves in sheep clothing scripture, because that's what these false pastors are. Let me just look it up, Google it. Then I'm gonna go ahead and play this trailer. Wolves in sheep's clothing, and that's Matthew 7 verse 15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. 144? Was 144? Where you at? Because it's 1203 over here. Oh, Khan, you got it at the same time. That's a spirit. Amawan Ibad. Khan. I didn't know he was an elder though. Thought he was just a brother. But he be going in. That's right. Khan not. That they're inwardly ravening wolves. They're your enemies. But they act like your friends. Oh, stay in the spirit, 144. That's right, Khan. That's Khan. Hey, Chief Kabar Khan. He calls himself. He wants you to call him Chief though. Yeah, the main camp, Elder Itazawan Khan. I've actually, done. I think I did a response video on one of his videos. Going further in. Yeah, that's these pastors. Isaiah 28 verse 18 applies to them. And your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall be passed through, then you shall be trodden down by it. That's Esau, Edom. Also these plagues too. For example, this one, which is, I'm about to play this trailer, Esau's movie.
What a wonderful world.
They tell you what's up. They tell you what they gonna do. Wait, Salakia Akim. Salakia for that because hold up. Damn. Shit was short as a bitch. Shit was just short as hell. Let me get damn, man. Short as fuck. Hold up though. Hold up. I didn't anticipate that. Nah, here you go. Let me show y'all. It should remind you of some. The technology that controls the weather controls the world.
Skies of blue, clouds of white.
It's a very eerie trailer too.
Bright, blessed day, the dark, sacred night, and I think to myself,
Taken by storm. Hey, Akim. If one of y'all watching, cause sometimes Esau plays with the numbers. If any of y'all are watching, didn't he say it's the calm before the storm? Well, this trailer says the world will be taken by storm. You see, this is what Esau does. He puts it in his movies. What he's gonna do. See birds falling out the sky. And playing too. That came out. Let me see. I believe it came out last year, in October. Salakia. Hold up. Yeah, I believe it came out 2017 actually. Hey, when this devil Trump first took power, that's when these devils released that movie. When he was first, when they first let him in the White House. Yo, that's when it happened, Akim. Yeah. Let me go. I'm going to bring out a scripture on this and Romans. Let me bring out Romans. One about... No, that's in Corinthians. In 1 Corinthians, I believe. I believe so. Where it talks about Satan's devices. If I don't know where it's at, I'll just Google it. Hold up. It's not here. Okay, Satan's devices. Let me just look it up. I know it's in Corinthians. Be aware of Satan's devices. Yeah, let me pull it up. 2 Corinthians 2. Yeah, man, I get those mixed up a lot. With 2 Corinthians 2 verse 11. Because this is one of Satan's devices. He puts it, it's called predictive programming. He puts it in his movies. And then he does it later on. Yeah, 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11 I was getting. Lest Satan should get an advantage over us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. That's one of them, in that harp device where that he uses to control the weather is real, what they was talking about. And yeah, it's real, man, it's real. And he uses it to create these hurricanes. And of course, he's the sword of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So Yahweh Shem Yahushai uses him to judge the world. Uses him to judge our people. Even his own. And that's Psalms. That's Psalms chapter 20 some, I believe. Where it talk about deliver me from the wicked, who is thy sword. Which is hold up, pulling it up. Psalm 21, I believe. Damn. Okay, well, Psalms 22 verse 20 say, deliver my soul. It's a precept to this. Deliver my soul from the sword, my darling from the power of the dog. These heathens are they're dogs. They're beasts. Verse 21, save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorns. You know, the devil walks around like a roaring lion, you know, looking for whom he may devour. Yeah, Psalm chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Yahweh Shem Yahushai, disappoint him, cast him down. Cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, who is thy sword. And you even have, hold up. Lucky. Even verse 12 tells you, hey man, all the way to verse 8 tells you who this is. Keep me as the apple of the eye, hide me from under the shadow of thy wing. Verse 9, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. Verse 10, they are enclosed. You know, they surround us, the wicked walk on all sides when the lawless men are exalted. Verse 10, they are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth they speak proudly. Con. Their eyes stand out with fatness. Verse 11, they have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth, looking down on us, right? Watching. You know, the wicked watches the righteous, seeking whom he may devour. Hey, that's that lion. The devil is as a roaring lion. You know, the wicked, you know, watches the righteous seeking to slay him. I believe that verse say. Verse 10, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. Verse 13, arise, O Yahweh Shem Shai, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. And Esau is nothing but the sword of Yahweh Shem Shai. Verse 14, from men which are thy hand, O Yahweh Shem Shai, down his left hand, right? From men of the world, which have their portion in this life, on whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure, that the fatness of the earth. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. There you go. Esau, Edom, used to judge the world, used to judge our people, and even his own people. Because Esau is gonna take out Esau. That's Satan versus Satan. Esau is going to be used to take down his own. Just like he was used to take down our people. And to judge them to this day. To further the curses. And this heart machine, I'm bringing this out. Because this heart machine, it's one of his devices. One of Satan's devices. And, they're the physical sons of Satan, of course. This is one of his devices that he's using to bring about that order of KO. He's used it to test out his martial law. To destroy cities. Flood them out. And then he comes in, so-called wants to help. But really he's just... Really, he ain't trying to help you, Hey, it's Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Let me just get it. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12. Verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find them in there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. That's what these devils, that is their MO. They pretend to help you, they undermine you. And after Hurricane Katrina, what did this devil do in New Orleans? Turn on. He was putting you. Alright, it's back on. He was putting you Jakes to death. He was calling them looters, right? While Edomites that looted were just they were just citizens in need, people in need, But he used Hurricane Katrina to test out those FEMA shelters, aka FEMA camps as well as Harvey, those FEMA barges. So he uses these different hurricanes to create so-called natural disasters to test out his other devices. And that's what he's doing. That's what he's going to do again. Hey man, I believe that he's also creating a situation down there in Florida, in the South. Also, these other areas that may be hit by hurricanes, because this 2020 hurricane season, it ain't been no joke. It's been unusual, above normal. And Yahweh Shem Shai, he uses these devils to accomplish his agenda, to judge the people. And Esau has this harp that he used. He has this harp that he used to create hurricanes. You know, not just hurricanes, tornadoes, even earthquakes, even droughts, heat waves, all that. He uses it to manipulate the weather. And they call it experimental, of course, but you know, that's just the cover. Esau uses it to manipulate the weather. And then he'll claim climate change. But, you know, or natural disaster. But really it's Esau. You know, he also claims it as an act of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, and indirectly it is. I've brought that. Because Esau is the sword of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But not in the way that most people think. So, yeah, man. You know, this 2020 hurricane season should remind you of that movie Geostorm. You know, when shit just started hitting the fan. The weather, like storms was coming up out of nowhere. Fucking shit up. You know, it was unusual. It's an anomaly. Storms just started, you know, yeah, just started jacking this place up, and then like I said, Esau puts it in his movies. What he's gonna do, and he put it in his movie, and he put this in his movie too, man. Hey, also it's in the Illuminati cards, which is used by Esau Edom it was made by Edomite, and it's predictive programming. Illuminati cards, yeah, Illuminati cards. That's one of them is charismatic leader, which Trump fits that one, as well as there's another one that Trump fits. Illuminati cards, international weather organization. Yeah, there's an Illuminati card called the International Weather Organization. Yeah, man. It says all places you control get a +6 to defend against any disaster, but any disaster you visit upon arrival, except in space, has +4 powers. It's a so-called liberal computer science. The heart machine. In the chemtrails, they show an airplane taking off and then a tornado hitting. That's international weather. The International Weather Organization, Slaki. Yeah, the International Weather Organization shows it. Hey, an earthquake projector shows that these devils, they create the earthquake, man. They create the earthquakes as well, man. Esau shows you this, but at the same time he denies it because he's the damn devil. Oh shit. Salakia. Had some shit on my... Hey, you know, y'all probably know, so I didn't know shit. I was getting carried away. Hey, had some shit on my hair, but... Hey, man. Hey, bruh. Illuminati cars go in, Akim. Don't. This is predictive programming all the way, Akim. Play this card along with the plot card that requires an action or actions. This card substitutes for any one action of a power of 6 or less from any alignment of or attribute, though not an Illuminati action. However, you must discard the top undrawn plot card from your own deck. You may march on Washington only once per turn. Okay, so it's a lot of shit that's predicted by them, man. Upheaval, Odawab KO. But, you know, this heart, you know, is also Esau using this heart device and the chemtrails to control the weather has been predicted. It's predictive programming. These devils already had it planned, but you know they act like, oh, see, it's predicted in there. You know, they already had it planned, but they have to show it to you in your face before they do it. That's the rule that they go by. All this shit, man. All this shit. All this shit. Hey, hey, the Illuminati, hey, the Illuminati games, man. Yeah, y'all should look into that if y'all don't know about them. They on point for real. The Illuminati card games, they on point. Yeah, this predicts this as well. You know, which is gonna lead to that. That order wide KO, man. It's gonna lead to that. Cause the hurricanes, you know, the economy's already fucked up. It's already going down the shitter, man. The hurricanes is just, it's just that extra flush. You know, to help it go down faster. That's what it is. Hey, there's and y'all about Shimmy outside visits with Tempest. Pain. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts. Hold on, Akim. I'm gonna get it after I go and take. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna bring it out now. Yahweh Hashem outside. He visits this one way that he visits. Isaiah 29 verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the Lord of hosts, with thunder, and with earthquake, and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. And that's what you see. That's what you see. The storm and tempest are gonna go up. You know, if this hurricane season, even the rest of the year, you know, has been any indicator, man, this bump in October is probably gonna be something as well. It's probably gonna be unusual as well. I wouldn't be surprised. And so y'all are gonna be visited, cause Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has his power in the whirlwind. You know, that's one way that he visits. That's man. For some reason, the screen keeps moving up and down. Yeah. Nahum chapter 1 verse 3. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has his way in the whirlwind, and in the storm, and in the clouds are the dust of his feet. So he has his way in the whirlwind. And hurricanes, you know, it's just a big whirlwind if you look at it. And in the storm, you know, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. So, you know, he controls all that, whether it's Esau doing it or him doing it directly. It doesn't matter. No, he's controlling it. And no, there's more judgment that's coming to this place. These are sent for chastisement, you know, so that you can get right. But most are not gonna get right. Yeah, man. All this, you know, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent in scourges for amendment. You know, that's what all this is for. Verse 20, but for all these things they shall not turn from the wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. You know, when shit goes back to normal, they always, you know, go back to their old ways. That's what they do. That's what they do. And 2020 has been nothing but non-stop action. So, you know, you think going back to normal? Sight. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is just the beginning of sorrows. That's why, verse 18. Verse 18, the beginning of sorrows, and great mournings, the beginning of famine, and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? And that's Ezra's asking that. The beginning of sorrows. On the outside calls it the same thing. It's gonna get bad out here, and that storms is a part of it. They gonna get worse. That's why in verse 17, Ezra, Ezra saw all this, and he said, woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? Woe is me. I wouldn't be surprised if it was even more active. I wouldn't be surprised. But we gonna see. I wouldn't be surprised though. Damn. Tongue is got that affliction. But for all these things they shall not. I just read that. Right now, it's been, victuals have been good cheap. Behold, victuals shall be good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great destruction. That's what you've seen out here. They shall, and that's the result, that's the result of the devaluation of the currency. And then, after that happened, it get expensive because the shortage comes. That famine comes. And Esau's sword coming now. Verse 22. This is a part of his sword. But many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. For many of them that dwell upon earth, they're going to perish of famine. This is part of what's going to bring it about. That's going to bring about destruction, going to bring about mosquitoes, which they affect people, so pestilence. They also affect animals, They affect cattle, for example. Like, you had a case in Louisiana where mosquitoes devoured, they were devouring a herd of cattle. Actually, were causing them to die because they tried to get away from them. And so, what's that going to cause? A shortage. You have more of that, It's going to make the situation worse. And you already had that situation in Isaiah where the crops were destroyed by this storm through the hail and blasting, right? The crops were destroyed. What you think this do? The crops down there as well. So, famine. And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Because those that have the food, have the resources, you have your bug out bags, you're a prepper, right? You have a stash down there. People are gonna break in and they're gonna break in and steal. And so shall the sword destroy, and then kill your ass. It's gonna get real like that. And these race wars also tie into that because Jake, they're gonna go into these stores and they're gonna, during these riots, right? These riots are already happening. But it's gonna heat up. It's gonna get worse. And Jake, after robbing each other, they're gonna be, short on resources, and they also themselves, their neighbors as well. They're gonna run into these Edomite neighborhoods, these suburbs, and in the country. Drake is gonna run into those neighborhoods like helter skelter, and take what they can get. And also, it's gonna be a race wars. They're gonna be fucking you Edomites up. The 2/3 are gonna get, they're gonna get a piece of you devils as well. They're gonna get their lick as well. 2/3, everybody gonna get theirs. Your lower level devils, that's a part of the judgment that's coming to you for oppressing our people and for benefiting from the oppression of the elites, benefiting from so-called white privilege, it's a judgment onto you. Because the elite, are going along and for backing up this system. That's the judgment. That's a part of the judgment. The slavery is the nukes, and then the slavery is the rest of it, and then being destroyed along with your elites. But yeah, man, the race wars are gonna also lead to this, and the economy being fucked up, adds to the tensions because people are already pissed off, and then now injustice, you devils. Murdering people and getting away with it. That's just like you have a fort. The woods already dry, man. You have woods in the area hit by a severe drought. They're already dry, and then what you do, you add a fucking like fuel, and you add a fucking spark. That's the injustices. You add the spark to it. There's the heat there already, the heat and the dryness. And then you add the spark to it. And that's the injustices that are hitting this place. It's like, the injustices that you Jakes hear about. Injustices being done to your people. And nothing being done about it. At the very last, he's showing his wickedness. And Trump, he does not help. Trump is actually adding fuel to the fire because Trump is ready for this shit to go down. Hey, Trump, I believe that he is Andrew Jackson. I believe that he's Andrew Jackson come back. I believe that he's also Nero. He's him come back too. I believe so. Because, he's very similar to these two men. Very similar. Hey, Trump may be Columbus, too. Hey, Trump, he's a proud-ass devil. But no, he's most likely Nero. Yeah, Columbus might be the member of the elite. I don't know, man. I don't know, he could be though. He's a very proud He's a very proud devil, He's a very proud devil like AJ was, Andrew Jackson, and like how Nero was. Both put hell on Jake. Both blame Drake and put hell on them, man. Andrew Jackson was known as so-called Indian killer, Gadite killer. And he went to war with Reuben, too. Trump, is known for that, for being that proud devil, too. Trump is known for hating, for being being racist and, showing this hatred towards Jake. I don't know if y'all are posting comments on here and I'm not seeing it or what. Because the shit keeps moving. I don't know why. It's weird, very weird. But, Trump has that cold spirit as well. And that proud spirit. That proud, haughty spirit. the haughty spirit comes before a fall. So, I believe he's the man. He gotta be. I believe he's the man that is gonna bring martial law. This is a great Edomite hope. A so-called Siberian Jesus. What? Edomite. Oh, they call him Jesus, but the name of Jesus is, the name of Yahweh Shem Yahshua is not Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, Esau is through, man. Esau is through. Pride comes before the fall. Esau is through. Pride comes before the fall. Oh, God. Esau is through. Pride comes before the fall. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Esau is... I'm gonna pause that shit. Can't do it with all of them. Let me just pull it up. Ah, fuck. That shit hurt. Which what? That's what? Proverbs 16 verse 18, And I'm about to wrap it up. I'm just gonna bring this out and then that's it. This was like, I was basically sounding the alarm on, it's basically, this ain't over yet. We ain't seen none yet. And so, about this hurricane season, how it's gonna be a part of what brings about the end. And, a few other subjects. And, so I'm going to end it with this scripture. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18. Pride cometh before destruction, and a haughty spirit that comes before a fall. Alright, so I hope this live was edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there spreading this truth like wildfire. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners who look like the other nations, but their spirit bears witness that they're the children of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shalom to the real sisters out there. Shout out to all of y'all. Stay strong. We almost out of there. Stay strong. We almost out of there. That to America can't come soon enough. Ball. My watt level ball. Y'all Bible Kisha. Y'all Bashim Yahushai. Shalak Rayam to this place. And to you devils and scoffers. You devils, you heathens, and you 2/3 scoffers. Y'all gonna get it. Y'all gonna get judged. And stay strong. Men and women of valor, stay strong, hopeful, elect, keep your hopes up. Yasharala forever, we almost out of here. Yasharala got next and forever. Alright, so keep your hopes up. We almost out of here. Shalom. Hold up. Shalom.